You deserve a soft landing. Welcome to the Pink Parachute Diaries podcast, where we proudly amplify the voices of Black women who are making waves in their respective fields. Today, I had the profound honor of sitting down with Michelle Dartis, a woman whose decades of work in human and social services and higher education have shaped not just policies or programs, but lives. Michelle's voice carries the weight of lived experience, legacy, and liberation. She speaks from a place of deep reflection, solutions oriented thinking, and unwavering humanity. Her work challenges us to see systems clearly, to name what's broken without bitterness, and to move forward with both courage and compassion. Michelle Dartis is making the world a better place by refusing to let Black women's exhaustion, grief, and brilliance go unacknowledged. She's here to remind us that we deserve more than survival. We deserve soft landings. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt like you could fall and someone would catch you? Not metaphorically, not spiritually, not in the God's got you way, though that's real too. I mean, literally, actually, tangibly. When was the last time you felt like you could mess up, burn out, quit, rest, or just stop and the world wouldn't collapse around you? If you're a Black woman, you probably can't remember. And that's not because you're not loved. It's not because you don't have faith. It's not because you're not strong enough or capable enough or resilient enough. It's because the systems we navigate were never designed to catch us. They were designed to extract from us, to applaud our strength while depending on our labor, to call us resilient while refusing to build us safety nets, to hand us pink slips while mediocre men get golden parachutes. Michelle Dartis calls this the absence of the pink parachute. And when she said it, something in me cracked open because we've all heard about golden parachutes, right? Those cushy exit packages that mediocre executives get when they fail upward, severance, stock options, consulting gigs, a soft landing into their next opportunity, no questions asked. But what about us? What about the Black women who overperform, over deliver, and overfunction in every space we enter, only to be handed pink slips instead of parachutes? What about the women who are told to have faith, work harder, be twice as good, and somehow figure it out? What about the women who are expected to be the strong friend, the dependable colleague, the unshakable leader, the tireless mother, the faithful believer, all at once, with no one asking if we're okay? Michelle Dartis has spent decades navigating professional spaces as a Black woman, early motherhood, rebuilding without safety nets, watching systems overlook and undervalue women who look like her, like us. And she's not bitter, she's clear. And clarity, my friends, is a superpower. During our conversation, Michelle shared something that stopped me in my tracks. She said that Black women deserve pink parachutes, real support, rest, boundaries, soft landings, not just faith and grit, not just the expectation that we'll survive because we always have, but actual tangible support to escape exploitative systems that extract our labor without reciprocity. Let that sit for a second. We've been conditioned to believe that our strength is enough, that if we just pray harder, work smarter, lean in more, we'll break through. But Michelle Dartis is here to tell us the truth. Strength without support is not resilience, it's exploitation. And burnout is not a personal failing. It's not because you're not strong enough or faithful enough or organized enough. Burnout is what happens when you're overexposed to microaggressions, emotional labor, and survival mode for so long that your body starts keeping score. It's what happens when you're expected to be everything to everyone with no one holding space for your exhaustion. Michelle Dartis knows this intimately. She's lived it, she's rebuilt from it, and she's here to tell us that the myth of being strong enough is a cage. It keeps us performing, it keeps us enduring, it keeps us silent about our exhaustion because we've been taught that to admit struggle is to admit weakness. But here's the thing, you are not weak for wanting rest. You are not ungrateful for setting boundaries. You are not a failure for leaving spaces that no longer serve you. You are not less faithful for asking for help. You are human and you deserve a soft landing too. Michelle Dartis shared three truths with me that I want you to hold close. Write them down, tattoo them on your heart, whisper them to yourself when the world tries to convince you otherwise. First, Black women deserve pink parachutes, real support, rest, boundaries, and soft landings, not just faith and grit, not just the expectation that we'll figure it out, but actual systems, actual people, actual resources that catch us when we fall. Second, strength without support is exploitation. The myth of being strong enough cages Black women. Burnout stems from overexposure to microaggressions, emotional labor, and survival mode, not from a lack of resilience. You are not the problem. The system is. Third, momentum starts with brave choices, shift from enduring to choosing. Say no without explanation, rest without guilt, leave without burning bridges, prioritize alignment over approval. Trust your internal knowing. Let me say that again. Momentum starts with brave choices, not big, dramatic, burn it all down choices, though sometimes, yes, those too, but quiet, intentional, sacred choices. The choice to say no to one more draining demand without offering an explanation or an apology. The choice to rest for a full day without guilt gnawing at your chest. The choice to name one space that no longer serves you and plan your aligned exit. Michelle Dartis reminded me that we've been taught to endure, to stay, to prove ourselves, to wait for permission. But what if we stopped waiting? What if we started choosing ourselves, choosing alignment, choosing peace, choosing rest, choosing to trust that we are whole, even when the world tells us we're not enough? I know what you're thinking, but I can't just leave. I have bills, I have responsibilities, I have people depending on me. I hear you. Michelle Dartis hears you. And she's not asking you to be reckless. She's asking you to be intentional because here's the truth, the systems that exploit us count on our fear. They count on our guilt. They count on our belief that we have no other options, but you do. You always do. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit that you're tired, that you need help, that you deserve more. Michelle Dartis has spent her life holding space for nuance, silence, and emotional truth. She doesn't rush to resolution or sound bites. She sits with the hard things, the grief, the invisibility, the overperformance, the reinvention, and she holds space for hope, faith, and forward motion. She wants you to feel safe, affirmed, strengthened, not instructed or fixed because you're not broken. You're exhausted, and there's a difference. The Pink Parachute Diaries is dedicated to empowering Black women, both as career professionals and executives. We encourage you to fearlessly pursue your passions, whether it's excelling within your chosen profession or taking the leap to start your own business. We fearlessly tackle the realities of the challenges Black women encounter in corporate America. We openly discuss these issues, shedding light on systemic obstacles and offering strategies for success in all areas of life, work, and business. And today, Michelle Dartis has given us a strategy, a lifeline, a permission slip. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to endure all the time. You don't have to prove yourself all the time. You can choose, you can rest, you can leave, you can trust yourself. And when you do, you'll find that momentum doesn't come from grinding harder. It comes from choosing alignment, from trusting your internal knowing, from believing that you deserve more than survival. Michelle Dartis said something else that I can't stop thinking about. She said that if even one listener feels less alone, more trusting of herself, and more willing to choose alignment over approval, then the conversation has served its purpose. So let me ask you, do you feel less alone? Do you trust yourself a little more? Are you ready to choose alignment over approval? Because the world is watching, the world is waiting, and the world needs you to stop performing and start choosing. Here's your challenge. This week, pick one quiet act of momentum, just one. Say no without explanation to one draining demand. Rest without guilt for a full day. Name one space that no longer serves you and plan your aligned exit. And as you do it, repeat this affirmation: I deserve a soft landing too. Say it out loud, say it in the mirror, say it when the guilt creeps in, say it when the fear tries to convince you that you're being selfish. Say it until you believe it, because you do. You deserve a soft landing. You deserve support. You deserve rest. You deserve boundaries. You deserve to be seen, valued, and celebrated, not for what you produce, not for how much you endure, but for who you are. Michelle Dartis is living proof that it's possible to rebuild without bitterness, to name what's broken without losing hope, to choose yourself without apology. And she's here to remind us that we don't have to do it alone. So here's what I need you to understand: this is not just about you feeling better. This is about dismantling a system that profits from your exhaustion. This is about refusing to be complicit in your own exploitation. This is about building a world where Black women don't have to choose between survival and sanity. This is about revolution, and revolution starts with one brave choice, your brave choice. So, what will it be? Will you keep enduring, or will you start choosing? Will you keep performing, or will you start resting? Will you keep waiting for permission, or will you start trusting yourself? The choice is yours, and the world is waiting, not for your strength, not for your performance, not for your endurance. The world is waiting for your freedom, your rest, your alignment, your soft landing. So go ahead, choose yourself, trust yourself, rest yourself. You deserve a pink parachute. You deserve a soft landing. And the sky's not the limit, it's just the beginning.